got to do with it. But it's like I've been thinking hello, everyone. Good morning, everybody who is coming in to the house this morning, guys. We are doing Saturday morning version of Swords in Hand, which we should have done since Thursday, but unfortunately we couldn't get it done Thursday, couldn't get it done yesterday. We're not going to let the new week come and find us still with this one to do. Therefore, we're going to do it today and get it out of the way. So welcome into the live. Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. We are going to be doing this like we always do. I know you people like to see me showing my face, but right now I am in hiding, so to speak. So come on in, guys. Let us have this little live. Oh, let me see who that was. I've been thinking about my own protection. Scares me to feel this way. What love got to do? Oh my word. Okay, guys. Oh my, welcome guys. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming, guys. We're gonna do the swords in hand. Um we are going to do the swords in hand in a hurry. Not a hurry, I mean, but we are going to be doing it. Um we are going to be doing it this morning rather than doing it on Thursday. We didn't get a chance to do it on Thursday. So 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 we are going to be doing it um this morning. So for those of you who have read or have listened to me read on the other channel, listen to me read um the Bible, Exodus chapters 15 through 18, then you know exactly where to find the answers for today's swords in hand. And actually, we have just about 40 questions. We're just going to talk about what those four chapters have been saying and what lessons are there to be learned from those four chapters. And just to give us a good understanding of what the Bible says, what the Bible really says, what is really in the Bible. We have noticed that over the last few months at least, there has been heightened interest in what the Bible really says. And that's what piqued my interest in doing this, where we can talk about it together, we can read it together, and have our own understanding of it, because it is clear that a lot of people do not read the Bible. They do not read it. They go to church every Saturday, they go to church every Sunday, and they listen to one person tell them this is what is in the Bible, this is what it means, this is what, and they don't have any context. And that is why I always say you can't just go into the Bible and grab a verse and just spew that one verse. No. Why? Because that verse is in context to whatever it is that was happening at that time. So it would behoove us to read at least that entire chapter, or the chapter before and the chapter afterwards, to have a clear understanding of exactly what the Bible was talking about when it made when that statement was made. And if we don't know what it was talking about, it is hard for us to just say, well, this is what the Bible says. It says pick up rocks on Saturday, but you won't read anything else about what it was talking about, why that instruction was given, and to whom it was given. So that is why we started reading it like this, and we're doing our swords in hand. That will help us to sort of solidify what we have learned, concretize it, so to speak. Yeah, so while I am doing lots of other things, because I am preparing for the cooking live later on, we are just going to use every minute of the day, every time we have, as wisely as possible. So that explains why you are not seeing me. But that shouldn't stop you from coming in. Come on in, one and all. Yard Foods in the place. Love, love, love you, my dear Yard Foods. The lovely Marcia Sassy is in the place. Happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath to you, my dear Marcia. How are you doing, my love? I am doing well, yeah. I am not too bad at all. I shouldn't complain. I have more to give thanks for than I have to worry about. How are you, Saturday? Happy? I'm on my way over to stop by. I just love you, Yard Foods. Okay, baby. All right, my love. All righty, all righty. Look at Maxine. Maxine. How you doing, my lovely Maxine? How you doing? How you doing, Max? So good to see you, my dear Maxine. Good to see you. Good to see you, my dear Marcia. This is the Maxine and Marcia in the place on Yard Foods. All right, who else is in the place? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, guys. And I'm giving you all enough time to either get your Bible or get your Google Bible or your book Bible, whichever one you want to get. Go ahead and get it, and turn to Exodus chapters 15, 16, 17, and 18, because that is where your questions are going to be coming from. That's where your questions are coming from. Oh, Maxine got to work, so she missed some of the lives. All right, no problem. No problem, my dear. I know, like, sometimes when I come on and I don't see some people, I know people at work, we have different time zones, um, all kinds of things. And sometimes when I'm supposed to come on, like Thursday, I promised faithfully I was going to come on. Boy, I tell you, after I got home from work that morning, Thursday morning, did all I gotta do. When I hurried up, I said, let me go to sleep. Oh my God, when I woke up, it was it was time for work. I had to get up, hurry up, and dash off to work. I didn't get time to go to work and sit in the parking lot and do it. I didn't get time. And then I said, all right, yesterday morning, Friday morning, I would do it Friday morning. And then Friday morning, when I got off work and I looked at my schedule, I was like, Lord, oh Lord, look at all that I have to do. But anyway, I will get it done. So I did this, did that, made this phone call, that phone call, did everything. And then by the time I saw 2 o'clock come around, I said, all right, I am falling now. I need to go take a nap and then wake up. So I took a nap and I woke up and I said, all right, I might be able to do it. Then I had to do my check-in. Oh my God, it was, and even last night after Unstoppable finished, I said, all right, I might do it. But that time I was already crashing. I said, oh, it's okay. It's not going to be the end of the world. Therefore, I am going to work with what I got. So I decided that, all right, this morning while I am getting ready for the live later, for those of you who don't know, we are doing the cooking live later at 3 o'clock. I was hoping to do the cooking live with Vibes from Vibes with the Thompson's family. But just so everybody is aware, she has informed me that she does not have enough hours left on her StreamYard. Therefore, she's not going to be able to participate. So it's going to be just me on the screen cooking. And well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nothing bothers me. Nothing bothers me. Another time she'll be able to. I wish that didn't happen, and I wish there was somebody else who I could call on, grab on to say just jump in, take the place. But everybody else has other things planned, or something else that they're not able to. Simple as that. They're not able to. And so we just call it a day and keep it moving. So later I am going to cook later, and since you all are here, you all might get a sneak you all could get a sneak peek about what I am going to be cooking later on. Watch out, Winsome, how you doing, sugar? How you doing? How you doing? How are you, my lovely, lovely, lovely Winsome? Winsome, so she have to work, All right, Winsome. Okay, my love. Be safe, be safe, be safe. We don't have lockdown. We think we don't have lockdown. Y'all don't have lockdown in Jamaica today. I thought y'all did. But anyway, take it easy. Nobody go too fast. You know me slope on the page. Oh my God. Mercy. All right, I'm gonna take time with you. I'm gonna take time with you. But I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start in a little. I'm gonna start in a little bit. Let me see if anybody else wants to come in the live who is going to be joining us on the Swords in Hand. Anybody else going to be joining us with the Swords in Hand? Hey. Oh, 9 tonight. Okay. 9 tonight for that. And some people say, why are they texting me and asking me why I'm not showing my face on YouTube? Why are they texting me and asking me that? Guys, I have to always show my face, remember it's Saturday morning and I am currently putting together all the things that I'm going to need for the live later. Yes, so I'm busy using my not really both my hands because I have one hand has the phone and the other hand have me moving this and moving that. So I don't want to show my face because then you're all gonna see everything that I'm doing. And I'm not into that this morning. We're not into that this morning, guys. Yeah, y'all will hear me shuffling this and shuffling that. Yeah, that's the deal. Oh my, look, Lord Jesus. Look what Marcia did to me this morning, guys. Mr. Marcia. Oh my word. Marcia. Mar Marcia say she have fried dumpling. Look at this is morning for people fried dumpling and look like this is the morning for people fried dumpling and get me in my feelings about the fried dumpling. Because I just know I called my granddaughter, what you doing? How you doing? And she says, oh Susie, I'm here, I'm eating some fried dumpling. I'm like, "Oh, look at this. Everybody know me love fried dumpling. And here comes Marcia, she a fried dumpling. Oh my God, Marcia. You can do that to me, my friend. Why you do that to me? 'Cause I love a fried dumpling. Gone to bed. I love fried dumpling. Oh my God. Oh my word. Love fried dumpling bad. So everybody have fried dumpling this morning. And me not get none. However, Volcano, happy birthday, Volcano. Today is Volcano's birthday, guys. If you want to book him up over on in a YouTube street. And remember to Elam up. Today is his birthday. Big man turned 22. Man. Yes. Big man turned 22 today. So no Elam up if you want to see him out on YouTube street, guys. Okay, this is this. I don't know what I'm gonna make for that little girl. Breakfast. But anyway, guys, we're going to begin. Since with Marcia wants to get a kickstart. Minister Keisha, Shelly the boss. Shelly the boss isn't here. So most times she in the background, answer the question because she have them written on her hand. Okay. All right, so let's get with it, guys. Let's get with it. Where's a which is my only daughter is 18 today. You laugh, baby. Happy birthday to her, Winsome. Happy birthday. I hope she's feeling better. I hope she is feeling better. See, it is the day of November 20 people them rolling out. All right. Okay, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, and share it out and call your friends to come I could just do swords in hand this morning. A nice little version of swords in hand. She feel better. Wonderful. 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 I'm glad she's feeling better. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, let me see now. Marcia, you ready? I hope Marcia is ready because I am ready. You ready, Marcia? Yeah, win some. So when me I do it today, me I go when she I go work. Well, let's see win some because I never get to do it Thursday. I never get to do it yesterday. And then I don't want to carry it over into next week. Because this most of the information that is in Exodus chapter 15 to 18 most of the information is not it doesn't have a lot to remember except the story itself. So I don't want to carry it over into next week because next week we're going to do 19, 20, 21, and 22. I don't want to carry it all the way over there because we know that Exodus 20 does have a lot of information. Does have a lot of information, So we're going to just do this one. Okay? Know yourself, man. Know yourself. All things legit. All things legit. Fret not thyself. Fret not thyself. Okay? We are doing it how we are doing it. All right, Winsome, you ready? By the way, Marcia, you read Exodus 15 through 18? You read Exodus 15 through 18, Marcia? All right. If you didn't read it, you grab your Bible and get it close by. Okay? Grab your Bible and get it close by. And the first question I'm going to ask you, Marcia, the first question I'm going to ask, not just to Marcia, but to everybody on the live. The first question, what color was the manna? The manna that the Lord used to feed the Israelites while they were in the wilderness. What was the color of the manna? All right, let's see if anybody read it and anybody remember. What was the color of it? Y'all remember this story? After the Israelites finally got out of Egypt and they were traveling, they're running away from the Egyptians. And Pharaoh sent his men after them to catch them and bring them back. And the Lord told Moses to stretch his hand across the sea. And the sea parted. The Israelites got through safely over onto the other side. And the Egyptians all drowned. He told Moses to stretch the rod back the other way so the sea would come back together and drown every last one of the Egyptians who were pursuing the Israelites. Okay? Then the Israelites were in the wilderness. and they were hungry. They had no food. They got upset with Moses and Aaron, and they quarreled with Moses and Aaron. And they said they should have left them in Egypt. You see, people are ungrateful. People are ungrateful and don't see the blessing in what they have. Yeah. Marcia said it was white. Yes, Marcy. It was white. And for those of you who are not sure whether that is true, you can check in Exodus chapter 16 and verse 31. Yes, it was white. All right. All right. So the Israelites had stopped, and there were two wilderness that they were in. Name the second wilderness where they stopped. What was the name of the second wilderness? Because remember, there was a wilderness that was before they crossed the Red Sea, and there was another after. So, what is the name of that wilderness? The second one where they had stopped. Anybody wants to challenge Marcy? What's the name of the second wilderness, guys? What's the name of the second wilderness where the Israelites had stopped? The second wilderness where they had stopped to camp. What's the name of that wilderness? What was the name? Growing. Ah, boy, Growing is in the house. How are you doing, my love? How you doing? How you doing? So good to see you. How you doing, Growing? How you doing, my love? I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you in the place. I hope everything is okay with you this Saturday morning. I am here trying to run the Swords in Hand live while I do everything else. Oh, you're still in bed chilling. Oh wow. Ain't you lucky, huh? I really do wish I could be in bed, but I guess no rest for the weary. No rest for people like me, I swear. No rest. And whenever I have something to do, I get so anxious. I can't lay down sleep at all. And then you see, remember I told you it's getting close to Christmas. And I always, when it gets close to Christmas, you gotta take this down, clean this out, take that down. Yeah, so I have to do it all bit by bit because I cannot do it just one day. It's me alone. I can take up all of this just one day. I have to do it a little at a time. So every day I do a little bit. Every day I do a little bit. So by the time Christmas is here, I would have finished the entire house. Oh my, growing want breakfast in bed, guys. You know, hear this? Growing wants breakfast in bed. Lord of mercy, girl, I wish it was close by. I haven't made any breakfast yet. I haven't made any breakfast yet. I don't know what my little youngin. I don't know what my youngin is going to. Where the guys? Oh, sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. I don't know what my youngin is going to want when she wakes up. And I don't like to make something and then when she wake up, she tell me she never did want this and she never did want that. So therefore, I am going to wait until she gets up and tells me what she wants. Then we will take it from there. But where you want? Where you want the breakfast growing? Talk to me. Tell me where you want. Look at Tommy rolling in the place. Tommy, how you doing, lovely? How you doing? How you doing? So good to see you. How the hours going? How them look like they are? Do they look like they are going in the right direction? I hope they are going in the right direction. Hold on there. Hold on, let me look here, so. Okay, all right. I am still waiting on that answer, guys. Oh Lord, what a mess I made there. I'm still waiting for that answer. What's the name of the second wilderness in which the Israelites had camped? Who remembers having read that in the book of Exodus? Remember having read that in the book of Exodus? What is the name of the second wilderness? Anybody remember? Marcy say, Marcy say, Rephidim. The second one, Marcy, the second one. The second one. Let me tell you where to look for that answer, Marcy. It's in chapter 16. I'll tell you that much. Check it out in chapter 16. Oh, Grossassi, you're making fried dumplings. What you serving with it? Make Growing know if she wants to join you. You have to tell her what you're serving with it. If you tell her what you're serving with it, then she might want some. Not quite correct, Marcy. Let me give you another clue. That wilderness is between the towns of Elim and Sinai. That wilderness is between the towns of Elim and Sinai. Do you remember which town that was? What's the name of that wilderness? It is between the town of Elim and Sinai, and that was where the Israelites this way. Ooh. Okay, guys, anybody here knows the answer? Marcy, tell me if we go slow with her now because she wants me to go slow with her because she's a little bit slow, but with spinning the pages. But if there's anybody in the chat who knows the answer, just tell us what the answer is. What's the name of that second wilderness? And the clue I'm giving is that that wilderness is between Elim and Sinai. And let me sit down and watch the chat while I drink my little soursop juice here. Yes, Marcy, I have some growing. I have some soursop juice, honey. Yeah, I bought the soursop pulp. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the soursop pulp at your store. But I bought the soursop pulp. And it tastes really good. I don't add anything at all to it. I know they put some kind of preservative in it, maybe like some vitamin C. The question is, Jackie, how you doing, sugar? How you doing? The question is, what's the name of the second wilderness in which the Israelites camped? And the clue is that wilderness is between the towns of Elim and Sinai. What was the name of that wilderness? And it can be found in Exodus chapter 16. That much I'll tell you. That is the question. And let's see how Jackie gonna roll up with that answer. Because we know how Jackie roll. Well, Marcy says she can't find it. Is which Bible you're using, Marcy? Marcy, which Bible you're using? So with all of them, the clue that I give you, with all those clues, Sister Marcy? Yes, you see enough clue me give you? Me give you the chapter. I give you the chapter. I tell you where it is. And you can't find it. Go back, go look, man. Are you using the book Bible? Are you using Google Bible? Which one of them you're using? Let me see. What does your Bible say it is called? What do you say the wilderness is called? I don't slow me so it's because of the language barrier. Oh, well, um, some I've read where they've called it. Some people have said it is the wilderness of Sinai. Some people have called it that, but according to the King James version, it calls it the wilderness of a sin. And I understand where they don't want to be associated with the word sin, and it could also be that the word Sinai, they took off the AI and just said the wilderness of sin, you know. That's quite possible. That's quite plausible because we know that in the years that the Bible has been written and rewritten and translated and retranslated, it's quite possible that it was originally called the wilderness of Sinai. And then they took off the AI and just call it sin because it is between the towns of Elam and Sinai. That's quite plausible. But according to the King James Version of Exodus chapter 16 and verse 1, it's the wilderness of Sin. All right. Oh my God. All right. Yes, it's a wilderness. The wilderness of Sin. I just love you, Marcy. Yes, and Jackie said it was the desert of Sinai, but that's not what this one. Tara is on the plate. That's not what my Bible is saying. Here it is saying it is the wilderness. And we know a wilderness and a desert are two different places. So yeah, it was the wilderness of Sin. So now we all have the answer. Now we know what the answer is to that one. Okay, the wilderness of Sin. That was the second place where the children of Israel had camped. All right. Why couldn't the Israelites drink the water in Marah? Why couldn't the Israelites drink the water in Marah? Sheehan, welcome in the house, Sheehan. Sheehan, how you doing? How you doing, Sheehan? How you doing? Oh my God! Welcome. Okay. Yes, Mars, Jackie got that one. All right. So Jackie got that one. Yes, the water was bitter. The water was bitter. And what did Moses put in the water so it wouldn't be bitter anymore? What did he put in the water so the water could be potable? What did he put in the water so it could be potable? So they could drink it. Come on, guys. Tell me, what did he put in the water so that they could drink it? Let's see. What did Moses put in the water at Marah to make the water potable so the Israelites could drink of the water? What did he put in the water? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Jackie says he put his staff in it. Mm-mm. No, not his staff. Not his staff at all. But he put something in the water to make the water potable. We've already determined the water was bitter. Yes, the water was bitter. They couldn't drink it. And they complained to Moses that they could not drink the water because it was too bitter. And the Lord told Moses to put something in the water so it wouldn't be bitter anymore, so that they could drink it. What did he tell him to put in the water? Mercy said a staff. It wasn't a staff. He told him to put something in it. And no, it wasn't a staff. And the answer can be found in Exodus chapter 15. In Exodus chapter 15, you should be able to find the answer as to what did the Lord tell Moses to put in the water at Marah so the water could be potable. Going once, going twice, going. Who remembers? If you grab your Bible, guys, we are all Google certified. You can grab your Google Bible. You can grab your book Bible and take a look. In Exodus chapter 15, you will find it. What did the Lord tell Moses to put in the water to ensure that the water is potable for the Israelites to be able to drink it? Who remembers? All right, Jackie said the Lord told Moses to put a piece of wood. Yeah. The Bible says the Lord told Moses to put pieces of a tree, a particular tree. To put pieces of a particular tree in the water to make the water potable. And we should have said, like, what kind of tree? I did not read anywhere where it said what kind of tree, but I remember when I was growing up, we used to carry water. I would put the water in the drum. We put the water in the drum. There was this particular tree that my mom used to tell us, cut off some of the branches and put it in the water. I don't know what the tree is called. I don't know the name of the tree. But she used to tell us to chop a few branches off of it and put it in the water. When you put it in the water could stay for the whole week, 2 weeks, and it never got like slimy. It never got it seemed like the water stayed quite fresh. And that was a tree that I see a lot of people used to use to feed their cows. You would see people who have cows, they would always climb those trees and cut down branches and branches and give it to the cows. Give it to the cows. Yes, and that tree we used to cut up, but I don't know what the tree is called. I must call mommy and ask her what was it? What was it called? But we'd cut the branches off and put it in the water, and the water would never spoil. The water would never go bad. You could keep the water in that same bucket for weeks, and it wouldn't go bad. So that we told him to put a tree night. Right, Tara? Tara, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Exactly. I didn't see it either, Jackie. I did not see it. He just said he showed him a tree. Because verse 25, he said, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast it into the waters were made sweet. But he don't say what kind of tree at all. Would I like to hear that? Not true, Jackie. I would have liked to know what kind of tree it was. I know there was a tree when I was growing up that we would put in the water, but I don't know if that was the tree. Yeah, so I don't know. But yes, it was a tree. He told him to put the tree in the water so the water would become sweet. That's what he told them. All right, next question. Now you all might have heard before the story of Moses striking the rock. What names did Moses give the place where he struck the rock? What names did Moses give to the place where he had struck the rock? Remember when Moses struck the rock and water came out? Yes. Moses struck the rock, Moses struck the rock, Moses struck the rock, and the water came forth. Moses struck the rock, Moses struck the rock, Moses struck the rock, and the water came forth. Some of you may remember that song from Sabbath school, Sunday school, whichever one you have gone to. Yeah, that was that was a song that we learned when we were studying in Sabbath school when we were reading this part of the Bible. Uh-oh. What were the names that Moses gave to the two places Yeah, it was two names. Two names that Moses gave to the place where he struck the rock. Marah was the place where they had found the bitter water. Marah was the place where they had found the bitter water. So that is not the answer, because there in Marah, he had to make the water sweet for them to drink. But in this other place, he named these two places. He named these two places. He named this place two names, not two places. He named this place two names. He gave this place two names because it was where he had struck the rock. And we all remember how he struck the rock so they could get water. He struck the rock and water came forth, and he named it the place. Yes, Jackie. Yes, Jackie. So he named the place where he struck the rock. He named that place Massah and Meribah. Massah and Meribah. Yes. So Jackie, you got that one right. That's what he named the place. The next question in the Bible, we ain't worried about the spelling, sugar. We ain't worried about the spelling. In the Bible, It talks about the manna that the Israelites were fed. It talks about it looking like a particular seed. What kind of seed did it say it looked like? In the Bible, where it talks about the children of Israel being fed manna, it talks about the manna resembling some kind of seed. What kind of seed did the Bible say the manna resembled? What kind of seed did the Bible say the manna resembled? Yes, there you go, Marcy. Yes, Marcy. Yes, it looked like coriander seed. It looked like coriander seed. That is correct. And that can be found in chapter 16 and verse 31. All right, we are moving right along. Welcome into the live, guys. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you who are joining us this Saturday morning as we do our swords in hand, which we would have done 2 days ago, but doesn't matter. We are doing it today. All right, the next question. In the Bible, it says that the manna that they were given to eat melted in the sun. When the heat of the sun came up in the day, it melted. Is there anything in today's world that we could say it probably was made of that would cause it to melt in the sun? And this is like an open question that you're not going to find in the Bible. Just a question about I'm just pricking your thoughts about what could it have been made of that would make it melt in the sun. And we know it can't be ice. Why we know it cannot be ice? Because of the description of it. Even though they say it is white, it cannot be ice. Because they also said that if you left it for the next day, it would stink and it would have worms. Therefore, we know. I was told before that it was made of it was like snow. But now I read it for myself. I know it cannot be snow. Because it said it melted in the boiling sun. Yes, yes, snow does melt in the boiling sun, but left overnight, it does not grow worms and stink. So I know it can't be. Can't be. It can't be snow. Can't be no snowflakes, Jackie. Can't be no snowflakes. I was told that it was probably snow, but I know it could not be snow. After reading the whole thing, I know it could have never been snow. No snow don't look like no coriander seed. No snow. No, no snow don't look like no coriander seed. And certainly snow don't stink the next day. No, it don't. Snow don't stink the next day. And snow don't grow worms if left overnight. So I know it's not snow. Oh my gosh. What do you think it was made of though, Jackie? We know it wasn't made of snow. That's That's for sure. Maybe some kind of meat. That's what I was thinking. That could it possibly be some kind of meat or something? Because meat will stink the next day. Meat will grow worms the next day. That is possible. And also, if the meat was like some kind of fat, like the meat had some kind of fat on it, the fat does melt in the sun. Because if you cut off like the fat off a piece of chicken and you put it out in the boiling sun, when you go back, it just runs, there's just oil running out of it. It just melts out. So that is a possibility. But that was just tweaking our minds as to what it may have been made of, because we're not too sure. But now we have confirmed that it definitely was not snow. We have confirmed that it was not snow. All right, next question. Next question. Let me ask you all this. Do you all remember when the children of Israel were in the town of Elam? When they got to Elam, there were lots and lots and lots and lots of palm trees and wells and all that. Who knows how many palm trees did the Bible say they saw in the town of Elam? How many palm trees were in the town of Elam? How many palm trees did the Bible say? How many palm trees How many palm trees were in Elam? How many palm trees? Anybody remember? How many palm trees were in Elam? Who remembers? Do you all need a clue? All right, the clue is in chapter 15. The clue is in chapter 15. How many palm trees did it say they saw in Elam? Nobody found it yet? Going once, going twice? How many palm trees did the Bible say the children of Israel saw when they arrived in Elam? Thank you, Marcy. Marcy got that one. Yes, Marcy, there were 70 palm trees according to chapter 15 and verse 27. There were 70 palm trees. All right. Keep your fingers right there, Marcy. When the children of Israel arrived in Rephidim, while they were in the country of Rephidim, who came to fight with them? Who came to fight with them when they were in the country of Rephidim? I'm going to say a whole country because with it being 600,000 of them, it could not just be in a little community. It had to be in a whole country. But when they were in the place called Rephidim, someone had come to fight with them. Who was it? Someone had come to fight with them while they were in the country of Rephidim. Who was it that came to fight with them? And Jackie says, Amalek. Yes, Amalek came to fight with them. That's the Amalekites. Yes, you got that one correct. All right, let me write that there. Does Jackie go got that? Yes. And for those of you who are questioning whether that is correct, go and check out Exodus chapter 16 and verse 8. Yes. Amalek. When the Bible says Amalek, it didn't mean like just one person Amalek, because one person could not go up to 600,000 people. Right? So it was the Amalekites. All right, next question is going to be, name the three men who went on top of the mountain while Joshua was leading the fight against the Amalekites. Name the three men who went on top of the mountain while Joshua was fighting with the Amalekites. Joshua was leading the fight, actually. Name the three men who went up on the mountain. All right, Jackie came in with the answer. Moses, Aaron, and Hur. Yes. Jackie, you won a ball today. Yes, Jackie got that one correct. And for those of you who are questioning, you can go look in chapter 16 and verse 10. You will find the answer there. Okay. The next question is, how much manna did each person collect on the sixth day? How much manna were they instructed? Was each person instructed to collect on the sixth day of the week? How much manna were they instructed to collect? Was each person instructed to collect on the sixth day? How much manna was each person instructed to collect on the sixth day? On the sixth day, they were instructed to collect how much? Only on the sixth day, they were instructed to collect this much. How much were they instructed to collect on the sixth day? Yes, Jackie. Yes, Jackie. On the sixth day, they were instructed to collect twice a day's portion. So if in each day one person would eat 2 pounds, on the sixth day of the week, they needed to collect 4 pounds. Why were they supposed to collect twice as much on the sixth day? Why were they instructed to collect twice their portion on the sixth day? Tell me, guys, why did they get that instruction? Who remember? Why were they instructed? Yes, Maxine, they collected twice as much. Yes, Marcy, they collected twice as much. Tell me now, why were they instructed to collect twice as much on the sixth day and not on any other day? Only on the sixth day. Okay, Marcy says because they can't collect on the sixth day. Okay, she corrected that on the seventh. Okay, because they can't collect on the seventh day, it is the Sabbath. And also, no manna is going to fall on Sabbath. So you have to collect it on the sixth day, which is the day before the Sabbath, and you collect twice as much. Because during the week, whatever was not collected by the next morning, it had spoiled. Rotten, worms in it, can't eat it, stink, can't eat it. So when you picked it up, when manna fell on Sunday, Monday morning, whatever wasn't collected was stink, rotten, spoiled, can't be used. Whatever fell on Monday, same thing happened to it on Tuesday. Same thing happened to it on Wednesday. But when it fell on Friday, you collected twice the portion for Friday and the Sabbath. It never went bad. Whatever you did not eat, it did not spoil. It stayed fresh for you to have it to eat for Friday and Sabbath. No manna was falling Saturday, but nothing was going bad either. And you know, guys, when I was reading that, I realized for those of us here who are Adventists, now you all see where the making the pudding Friday evening come from? Yeah. You see, there's a method to the madness of our parents, you know. Yes. Because as a child growing up, I don't know many of you here are Adventists, but as a child growing up, one thing that we do every Friday, the pudding have to make. Yes, the pudding have to make on a Friday for Sabbath. Because Sabbath, no pot going on the fire. The thermos, my mom made the tea from Friday night and put it in the thermos. Yes. And the pudding is made from Friday. So we have the pudding to eat Saturday. So now you all see where that idea came from. It came from the children of Israel walking through the wilderness, going through the wilderness and getting their manna to eat. They had to pick up their manna on Friday and make it serve them to Sabbath. So in modern day times, our potato pudding and cornmeal pudding that our mothers used to make on a Friday, that is our manna. That was our manna. Teresa, how you doing, my love? How you doing? Guys, there is the lovely and faithful Teresa in the place. How you doing, Teresa? Happy Saturday to you, my love. Hope you had a great birthday. I think Winsome daughter having a birthday today as well. And you had a birthday a few days ago. Hope you had a great birthday, my love. Good to see you. Good to see you. I am here multitasking, getting ready for the cooking later. And while I am getting ready, I am doing swords in hand. Lord have mercy. I've never been so industrious in all my life. I've never been so industrious doing so many things at once. What? I'm getting them done. What? All right, guys, let's see. The next question: for how long were the children of Israel fed manna? For how long were the children of Israel fed manna? For how long? Yes. For how long were the children of Israel fed manna? Almost persuaded God will lead me through. He is just the same today and every day. Almost. Oh, yes, I see all the 40 years rolling up, Yes, for 40 years, the children of Israel ate manna. Who came in with that first? Jackie came in with that first. But yes, that is correct. For 40 years. All right. There was a place where there was a severe drought. There was no water. Where were they? And there was no water. There was a severe drought. serious, serious drought. No water. Where were they at that time? Where were they at that time where there was no water? No water at all. Where were they? They were at a place where there was no water. Yes, Marcy. They were in Rephidim. There was no water. And if you remember from before, we talked about that was the place where Moses had to strike the rock. So if we remember in the place called Marah, he had to make the bitter water sweet. And then by the time they got to Rephidim, there was no water at all. He had to strike the rock. All right, Martha got that one. All right, let's see. Next question. Next question. Who was Moses' father-in-law? Who was Moses' father-in-law? Who was Moses' father-in-law? Yes, Jackie got that one. Jethro. Yes, Jackie. Jethro was Moses' father-in-law. Yeah, Jackie came in with that one quick, fast, and in a hurry. Oh, boy. Next question. Who did Jethro bring to Moses when he heard that Moses was in town? When he heard that Moses was in town, what did Jethro do? What did Jethro do, guys, when he heard that Moses was in town? The new comment. Let me see this. Wait, the Marcy. Marcy and Jackie came in with the same answer. Jackie, Marcy says she come first. She and Jackie came in with it at the same time. No sweat, no harm. You get a point, you get a point, you get a point. Yeah, everybody gets a point. Everybody gets a point because everybody came in at the same time. Yes, Marcy. No, Marcy, you got that. Jackie said his daughter, but Marcy, get it all right. Marcy said yes, he brought his sons and his son and his wife. Can you imagine? Can you all see maybe your father doing the same thing, like your husband send you and the kids? Your husband send you and the kids to your parents while he is going to undertake some kind of a journey. And then he shows up he's in this town, and your father hear that he's in this town. The father say, oh yeah, you think you're going to send your wife and you're picking them come over here, but you go on journey, and then you on this journey, whatever journey it is that you are on, and leave your wife and your children them over here for me take care of. No, 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 no. Jethro don't play. Jethro grabs the poor and the two boys and say, "Oh no, come and make you go give to Moses. It no belongs to Moses." So he carries he carries the poor and the two boys. Come and give them to Moses, where they belong, and go back about his business. I can imagine some fathers doing that. Maybe over here in today's world, I don't think too many people would ascribe to that because there are so many other things happening that you could attribute to why he would have done that. That I don't know if there's any father these days who would have said, you know what, see your wife and you're putting them here, take your wife and you're putting them. But you're on heavenly journey. You're on journey, some kind of a mission you are on while your children and your wife is over here. No, you take them and go do it. I don't know if there are so many people here nowadays who would have done that. But that's what Jethro did. He brought Moses his wife, brought him his wife and his two children. Here's your wife, here are your wife, here's your wife, and here are your two boys. Yeah. You're not gonna left them for you're not gonna left send them come get to me if you take care of and then you both you gone on some kind of journey. No book no read so no sanky no sing so. So when Jethro heard that he was in town, he said, Master, take your picnic, you pick them and your wife, yeah, you fi keep them and take care of them. Whatever journey you're going to be on, make your wife and your kids be on the journey with you. Oh, not you, Tara? Yes. Oh my Lord. Yes, man. He wasn't gonna leave, wasn't gonna be taking care of them children and his daughter, even though it was his daughter. You know those people once they hand you off to your husband, you belong to your husband. They're not responsible for you no more. So so he's not going to leave them. You're not gonna leave them over here and go on your journey. You keep them. You go on your journey with them. All on go on the journey together. All right. Next question, guys. Let me get you a good one this time. Let me see. What is 1/10 of an ephah called? According to the Bible. What is 1/10 of an ephah called? All right, let me see. Anybody who come up with this get 10 points. The first person to come up with the answer for this gets 10 points. What is 1/10 of an ephah called? According to the good book. Oh, thank you, Tara. You have to break it down. You have to break it down so everybody can understand. One thing I don't like to say something and anybody go away without the understanding of exactly what was being said. Okay. All right, guys. So you are telling me now, what is 1/10 of an ephah called? According to the good book. 1/10 of an ephah. What is it called? What is 1/10 of an ephah called? Who remembers? Who has read it? Who has seen it before? 1/10 of an ephah. What is it called? Let me see who got the answer right. All right, Jackie. Jackie on fire to the man. Yes, 1/10 of an ephah is called an omer. And for those of you who are questioning it, it is in chapter 16 and verse 36. Yeah, it is called an omer. Next question. Next question is, the rock that Moses struck. We're going back to the rock again, guys. What's the name of that place? Because remember, the place had a name before Moses gave it two names. Moses had given it two names, which we had gone over before, Massah and Meribah. But what was the name of the place in which that rock was located? What was the name of the place? What was the name of the place where that rock was located? What is the name of that place where the rock was located? What was the name of that place where the rock that Moses struck was located? All right. Yes, Jackie. That was Horeb. Horeb was the name of the place. Yes, Jackie. Horeb was the name of the place. And for those of you who are not sure, check chapter 17 and verse 6. And you will find the answer right there. All right, we are moving right along. We are moving right along. Question. Name the altar that Moses built after Israelites defeated the Amalekites. Name the altar that Moses built after the Israelites defeated the Amalekites. What was the name of the altar that Moses built after the victory? After what was the name What was the name of the altar that Moses built after the Israelites defeated the Amalekites? Yes, Maxine. It was called Jehovah Nissi. Yes, Maxine, that was the name of the altar that he built after the victory. Yes, Maxine, you got that one right. You got that one right. Maxine came in with that one. All right, next question. Name the second place that the Israelites stopped after getting out from the Red Sea. Name the second place that they stopped after getting out from the Red Sea. What was the second place they stopped? Name the second place they stopped after getting out from the Red Sea. What was the name of the second place? Where they stopped after getting out from the Red Sea. What's the name of the second place that the Israelites stopped after they got out from the Red Sea? What was the name of the second place? Not quite, Mercy. No, not quite. The second place they stopped. And I'm going to tell you all where the answer is. Let me tell you where the answer can be found. The second place that they stopped, you're going to find it in chapter 15. In chapter 15, you're going to find it's the second place they stopped, and it is also the place where, remember, we spoke about the 70 palm trees? It was also the place where they saw the 70 palm trees. Where was that place? Where was that place? If you remember where they saw the 70 palm trees, if you remember where they saw the 70 palm trees, then it is also in, that's the name of the place. Let me see if anybody got it. Look at you, Jackie. Yes, Jackie. It was a place called Elam. Was a place called Elam. And that was also the place where they saw the 70 palm trees. So, Jackie, one more score for you, Jackie. All right. All right. Our next question. How many watering wells were there in Elam? How many watering wells were there in Elam? Talk to me, guys. How many watering wells were there in Elam? How many watering wells were there in Elam? How many watering wells were there in Elam? Okay, Maxine, no, not Maxine, Jackie, forgive me. Yes, Jackie got that one. Yes, there were 12 watering wells in Elam. There were 12 watering wells and 70 palm trees. And Elam was the second stop for the Israelites after they came out on the other side of the Red Sea. Thank you so much, Marcy. Marcy got to go. No problem, sugar. No problem, my love. You have a great afternoon. I know it's afternoon for you and it is still morning for us. All right. Yes, it was 12. Next question. Thank you so much for coming into the live, guys. Thank you so much. The next question. We got that one already. What was this is going to be like a long question. Well, it's going to require more than just a one-word answer. What was the instruction that Jethro gave to Moses? What was the instruction / advice that Jethro gave to Moses before he left? Who remembers? What was the instruction / advice that Jethro gave to Moses before he left? What was the instruction Yes, Jackie. Yes, Jackie. That was what he told him. Say, man, listen, you one can't lead. You one cannot lead. You can't just be the leader and then everybody is coming to you with every little petty something. Somebody thief one goat, them a come to you. Somebody run away with somebody partner money, them a come to you. Somebody husband a cheat, them a come to you. Everybody a come to you with everything. You are just one man. You can't sit down right here so that make everybody a come to you. A 600,000 people you leading. How in the world you alone going to sit down here so and be the one boss, the one dictator? Everybody just coming to you. So what? You don't trust the judgment of anybody else? All the other elders that are among you, don't you trust their judgment that they can exact, punishment as seen fit for crimes? They can pass a good judgment. Everything got to come to you? No, sir. What you need to do is separate up the people them. Separate them and put an elder at different areas. So you separate them into thousands, then you separate them into hundreds, you separate them in 50s, you separate them in tens, and you put different elders. So guys, don't you see that this is where the legal system, the legal or the leadership government, this is where government started. So I have never studied law or anything about law, but I wonder if in law, Jethro is the father of legal advice, of government, of government. In government, for those people who study government and leadership and all of that stuff, Jethro should be the godfather. What you all think? I think Jethro should be the godfather for government and leadership strategies. Yeah, he should be. Because left up to Moses alone would have sit down there like a big dictator, waiting for everybody to come to him with everything that, everything that needed to be litigated. Him one sit down up there and everybody would have to come to him. Jethro said, no, man, you are just one man. You're going to get worn out. You're going to get beaten down. You're going to get beat up. You're not going to be able to see everybody. The people going to be mad because you're not going to be able to litigate everybody's issues. And then the people whose issues you cannot litigate, either because you don't have the time, or they are going to be, those people are not going to be served well. And they're going to be angry, rightfully so. They are going to be angry. So you have to appoint the elders. You have to trust the judgment of the other people around you. And that is a strategy for great leadership. Where you have to, appoint other people, different positions. You have to delegate. You can't be just the one doing everything. Can't be, because you're just one person. So that was Jethro's advice to Moses. And Moses took the advice. And he separated the children of Israel into thousands, hundreds, 50s, and tens. It was like he broke them up into communities, because you see how community government or government operate. They have local government, And the local government, like you have like the MP right there, the councillor, right? That's what they call them, right? The councillor in your little district. So there's a councillor for these 3 districts. And then there is what they call the other one up from the councillor, who is in charge of, say, 10 districts. And then up from there, you have somebody who is in charge of, say 3 parishes, like the MP. And then from that person being in charge of the entire of 3 parishes, then you are going to have the government who is in charge of the entire country, the prime minister. So it goes up the chain. And that's what Moses was lacking in his leadership. He was lacking having other people help him lead. He was the only one leading. And because of that, he was worn out, he was tired, and on top of that, he was a very old man at that point. All right. Next question. Guys, we're coming up to the end of this. We are coming up to the end. You all have done well. Jackie took the ball this week and run with it. Oh my God. Next question is, do y'all remember having read how Moses was on top of the hilltop? Which hand of Moses meant that the Israelites would win? Which hand of Moses meant that the Israelites would win? All right. Yes, Jackie. When he held his hands up. When he held his hands up, it meant that the Israelites would win. And when he put his hands down, it meant that the Amalekites would win the fight whenever his hands were down. So guess what Moses did? Moses had Hur and Aaron hold up both his hands all day long as the fight was raging. Joshua at the time was in charge of the fight because Moses and Aaron were on top of the hill along with Hur. Moses was the one whose hands had to be up so that the Israelites could win the fight. So he put his hands up, the Israelites would be winning. Put his hands down, Amalekites would be winning. Now you tell me which person in their right mind can sit there and hold up their hands there all by themselves for a whole day. Your hands going to get tired. Your hands are going to get tired and weak and weary. And if you really want to win the fight and you know your hands have to be held up, but you don't have the stamina, you are an old man, you don't have the stamina to hold your hands up all day. You want to need help. So he needed help. He needed somebody to hold his hands up so that he could win the fight. So that the Israelites could win the fight. And that's how they won, because Aaron and Hur held up Moses' hands for the entire day until the evening when victory was declared for the Israelites. When victory was declared for the Israelites in the evening, that's when Moses was able to put his hands down. And that is around Exodus chapter 17. Let me tell you where we can find that one. Exodus, what time is it? and verse 7. And verse 11. Verse 17 and verse 11. That's where it talks about him having to keep his hands up for the Israelites to win. Alright, we are getting to the end of this certain verse. We are getting to the end. We are getting to the end. Interesting stories here. Interesting indeed. We have, I don't know about you all, but I have learned a lot from having been reading these chapters, because surely a lot of these things I didn't know. I had only heard the skim of it, the top of it, as I was taught in church or my mama told me. But I didn't know most of these things. Next question, in what verse does the Bible say for the first time? That's the first time I've seen it so clearly. In what verse does the Bible say the people rested on the seventh day? In what? Where in the Bible does it say, and the people rested on the seventh day? Where in the Bible does it say the people rested on the seventh day? Those words. People rested on the seventh day. We don't propose or push anything, guys. So no nobody said we don't propose or push anything. No, I'm just saying. Where in the Bible? I'm going to give you all a hint. The chapter is chapter 16. Give me the verse. Chapter 16 of Exodus. Give me the verse where it says, the people rested on the seventh day. It's in chapter 16. Give me the verse. Lovely, Teresa. How are your Saturday going, my love? The question is, in Exodus chapter 16, the Bible said, the people rested on the seventh day. What verse was that? What verse was that? What is that? Dara, you want to see my face? What that looks later? Jackie says it is in 16 and verse 27. Let's go 16 verse 27 says, and it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the seventh day for the gather, and they found none. All right, no. So that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the verse where it says, the people rested on the seventh day. We know it is in chapter 16. But what verse? What verse had those words? That says the people rested on the seventh day. Yes, Jackie, verse 30. Verse 30. Yes, Jackie, verse 30 says, the people rested on the seventh day. For those of you who did not know, Exodus chapter 16 and verse 30 says, and the seas rested. Where was the Israelites going, guys? Where were the Israelites going? Who remember? Where were the Israelites going? Where were they going? Yeah. Jackie said you need to put on her glasses. That's why you always messing with me. Travel always spit in your eyes. You need to put on your glasses. And now you need to put on your glasses, Jackie. Oh, Lord. Yes, Jackie. They were going to the promised land of Canaan. Yes, yes, yes. They were going to the promised land of Canaan. Yes, they were going there. And the last question is, who led the celebration? Who led the celebration after they defeated the Egyptians? What was the name of the person who led the celebration after they had defeated the Israelites? That was after the Israelites got drowned. Who led the celebration? Who led the celebration after the victory over the Egyptians? Who led the celebration, guys? Yes, yes, Jackie. Miriam led the celebration with her timbrel. Yeah, I was gonna ask what musical instrument she played, but we don't need it. We don't even need that. Yes, we know Miriam led the celebration with her timbrel. She went out and she started blowing her timbrel. Her and all the women joined her. That would be like a Jamaican celebration when politics run and them favorite party win, and everybody come out with them pat and them pan and things I can remember. I remember two political victories in Jamaica. I only two. As I remember the 1980 election. Boy, when the election they run, Lord of His mercy, when everybody say, yes, sir, Papa Eddie gone clear. You don't remember? Papa Eddie gone clear. And boy, oh boy, I will never forget. I was a little girl at the time. I was a little girl in grade school. I was a little girl. And I remember the big trucks, so they used to have them like them coaster buses. And coaster bus after coaster bus come around and people left them picnic, people left what them a do. Jump on coaster bus, people hanging off a coaster bus. And God all both celebration, they are what? Cheat celebration, they have beer celebration. There are brownstone celebration there everywhere. And the bus them just a come around and pick up people. Everybody in a them green. In a them green going. Yeah, remember that when I was a little girl? So that me can just imagine. I can just imagine that this too was the same kind of celebration that Miriam led for the Israelites after they had defeated the Egyptians. Same kind of celebration. Same kind of celebration. I'm waiting to see what the Jamaicans are going to celebrate the next election. But anywho, that's not going to come corrupt my Sabbath morning towards in hand. Not corrupting it with them and them politics. Not at all. Not at all. But that's what happened in Exodus chapter 15 through 18. I hope those of you who listen to this have learned something, have gotten a better understanding of maybe what you thought was what the Bible said compared to what we have read that it actually says. For me, I have learned a lot from having read this. The stories are quite interesting, and knowing the names of the places and the things that happened straight from the book for myself without having it read to me, without having someone else interpret it for me. I can read it and interpret it on my own. I feel quite honored to be able to read it myself and understand it, know what was going on at the time according to the documentation in the Bible. Yes, and I appreciate the thought of being able to do this for us, because it's not just for me, guys. It is for us. I'm doing this for me and all my travelers to be able to say, well, this is exactly what the Bible says. This is exactly what it says about this particular incident. It's not just grabbing one verse and saying the one verse. And even in Exodus chapter 16 and verse 30, where it says this the people rested on the Sabbath, rested on the seventh day. As we continue the reading, we will understand why, who, and what was the meaning of that then. And we will also go into whether or not it is relevant for us in today's society. Because for sure, there are some of us who uphold the Sabbath, resting on the Sabbath, that sort of thing. There are some of us who don't. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see where there is a right or wrong. But as we go ahead and read the book, which is supposed to be our compass to how we should live our lives, we are going to, I hope, see some other text that will tell us whether or not that stands for us today, or did it just stand for them back then and it's being reported to us in the text as an historic event as it occurred then, but not something that, not an expectation for us to continue. Right now, we're staying neutral. We don't know. But we are going to continue to read, and hopefully we will get answers to not just that question, but other questions that we may have about the good book. Thank you all for joining me, guys. Until next time, this is Trev from Trevessence reminding you all to always take good care of yourselves and each other. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Invite your friends and your friends' friends to come on over to my channel, Treverson's Unstoppable, where your journey matters. Peace out, guys. I will talk to you all later. Don't forget at 3 o'clock too, we are going to do the cooking. Okay? Thank you all for coming in, guys. I'll see you all later at 3.